today I will be showing you that in the popular kids, if I call it a kids game, the fandom will scream at me, but in the popular game BTD6, short for Balloons Tower Defense 6, camo balloons are actually in Harry Potter's own invisibility cloak. And I mean the movies Harry Potter, not the character Harry Potter, just to clear that out. Now, first we need to discuss what a camo balloon is. A camo balloon is a very unique balloon in Balloons Tower Defense 6. Now, the camo balloon cannot be popped by many towers until they receive a very special thing. One thing such as enhanced eyesight. Now, enhanced eyesight lets you shoot further while detecting camo balloons. I'll tell you why. Now, in this state, they can detect camo balloons and easily shoot them down. But then there is one tower that can see camo balloons. Two, in fact. The Spike Factory and the Ninja Monkey. Now, the Spike Factory is pretty easy to cover. It lays spikes on the ground. So, what do you think? If you just, so if it's Harry's invisibility cloak, then obviously laying spikes on the ground, you're gonna take steps and stuff. So, yeah. That didn't pop it because that was not strong enough, but it can detect the camo balloons. And you might say that the balloons are floating, but then how do the spikes reach them anyway? Even without the things. That's for another series. Now, these balloons, we can just give a reminder that they can only be seen by things that have its upgrade that shows it. Now, these upgrades give you something more than just detecting camo balloons. This one lets you shoot further. Now, that gives you power. That makes you stronger, and that makes you more powerful. That's might be why that they can see it. It's because of how strong they are now. In Harry Potter, which I did do research, I watched 3 movies, so I'd say that I'm pretty goated. They show you that people who are very strong and very powerful can seek out invisibility cloaks. Now, then, why can we and can ninja monkeys look for it? Now, I'll just cover ninja monkeys first. Now, ninja monkeys, they can automatically see camo balloons. Just like that, no upgrades needed. Well, the ninja monkeys are in the magic category. And you might say, then why do all these 3 can't see the camo balloons? Well, I feel like this is just a series inside the series. So this should be a series. But the ninja monkey in the movies lots of people that can detect the thing, whether it's by looking at it and trying to grab it and stuff, to me, are very smart. Now, a prime example of this is Hagrid. Hagrid is seemed to be someone who's not smart that much. In fact, literally like blurting out things that he should not, and then blurting out that he shouldn't have said that. But he seems as powerful in magic because he's respected by Dumbledore and many others. But he's not wise, and when Harry and Ron, they tried to sneak in with the invisibility cloak, he can't detect them. So I bet that this is about being wise and being smart and having power. Now, the ninja monkey fits a lot of that. In a lot of tales that describe ninjas, they're seen as very intelligent, smart, tricky fellows that are also very powerful. This is why they could probably look and find ninja monkeys. I mean, camo balloons, or Harry Potter in one. Wait, never mind. But now you might be asking, why can these three not? And that not. Well, these three already have a way to see camo balloons. All except, these two have one. All except the druid and the alchemist. The alchemist and druid have no pass to become very powerful, to see it. Now, I see the alchemist just by its pass. The middle pass, very powerful, but he's just a crazed monster. And I bet that he doesn't have any intelligence in this form. The bottom pass, the Balloon Master Alchemist, is also very powerful and seems to be very smart. And this is like my trickiest one, and I'm probably going to get this wrong. But we could just look at his closing design to prove it. His closing design is very fancy, gems all over the place. Why would an intelligent person buy that? If they're trying to sneak past something, if they're trying to do anything, they don't want to be outshining, and that is just an overall bad financial decision, right? That will also weigh you down much. A person that's smart would never do something like that. Now, top pass is pretty obvious. The top pass is powerful and it's smart. Well, we really don't see it going into that popping balloons action, right? Now, you might be asking then, why does Professor Snape, who was the teacher of potions, are able to sort of like sense the invisibility cloak? It's because Professor Snape has potions that are strong. They can actually damage, and he's also very, very experienced in the dark arts, which is very powerful. And look at this dude, permanent brew dude. Think he's experienced in the dark arts? Like alcoholic arts. Yep. He might actually be experienced in alcoholic arts. Think about it. He looks like he's holding like a beer jug or something. Imagine drinking something that'll help you pop balloons from a beer jug. I think it's like Coke. It's a drug. Anyway, these two can't pop, but why? So I've explained the alchemist. Now what about the druid? Now the druid is probably my most complex case yet, but I'm not making anything up. Wait, no. I'm too lazy to cut that part out. But these two, the Spirit of the Forest and Avatar of Wrath, is what I'll be focusing on. The Superstorm, hey, these two are basically like, they're part of the Druid, so I would count that for the Superstorm. The Spirit of the Forest and the Avatar of Wrath, first thing you see in common of. Now, why do I point this out? Have you heard of God of War, Ragnarok? No, but yeah. God of is a very common trope. You God of the sun, God of, I don't know, anything. God of blessings, God of stuff. So in mythology, you use God of a lot of times. But here it says Spirit of Avatar on. Now I want to focus on Avatar of for 1 second. Avatar. Now, what do you think when you hear Avatar? People floating in the air and then shooting water guns at each other with volcanoes exploding and then earthquakes? No. You think, unless you're insane, of I at least think of some gods controlling somebody on the earth. That's what I think of when I hear Avatar. So obviously the Avatar's power is probably given by a god, and also the Spirit of the Forest, and also Superstorm. So then why wouldn't they be able to see camels? It's because it's not their power. It's a god's power. They might be powerful, but it's a god's power. And they also, none of these show you that you're smart, right? This guy's like a Fortnite rager. This guy looks like he meditated in the forest, right? And this guy looks like he saw, the tornado eye or something, and then he thinks he's like a god, but he's not. He's just a pawn. So I don't think they're smart at all. And I'd say that these three are just have powers of a god that was given by a god and not their own. So they wouldn't be able to have that power in their soul and their essence. So they probably wouldn't be able to see camel balloons. And that might not make any sense, but guess what? Harry Potter has magic. So that can account for that. I would also like to mention that it says upgrade can call force powers of the jungle, storm, or wrath. Call force is a very, very specific word. I feel like this just means that they're calling someone. They want someone to help them. They have the power of the power, but not just the power. They don't have their own power, but someone else's power. Now, I would also like to mention it in these two. Their eyes are completely white, their soul was controlled, soul is taken. Avatar of Wrath obviously has eyes of emotion because wrath is an emotion. But forest and storm doesn't have anything to do with emotion. So yeah, I am getting a little off topic, so I will share my last piece of evidence, the hub. And how you can see camel balloons. Now, it is because you are strong and you are wise. At least you are probably wise in the game. Because all of these monkeys obey your orders. All of these monkeys, whether you're placing down the worst financial mistake of your life or investing in Dogecoin. By the way, invest in Dogecoin, not sponsored. They will follow you. they will help you do that. They'll make them do that. You can literally change, look, you can literally just change what hand the boomerang monkey uses, which, like, why? Like imagine you're a teacher and you see people writing with their right hand, and it's like, don't write with your right hand, and then the student's like, oh sure, I'll write with my left hand. That's just crazy. And like, even in the trophy shop, like, the trophy shop is stupid. You're trading freaking trophies for cosmetics, but if you do it, they'll do it. So probably before you came in, they were probably smart. You were probably like the wisest, most powerful. So that, but you can still, like, in like real life, you might not be as smart and powerful as what you are here, but in the Canon Balloons TD6, you are. So people obey you. You can see candles. Now, why would they obey you? And like, this is more evidence of how they obey you. Not only are you powerful and strong to them, but to like overall, but also to them you are much more powerful. That's why you can do things. Like, you can't tell the balloons to stop, but you can still see them, right? Like, see the camel balloon. But these monkeys are less developed. The thing is, we give them all of like this stuff. When we go into the monkeys, they show all of the upgrades, all of the potential upgrades, right? And they show their hatred, absolute loathing to balloons. So we would probably get the best, right? And look at this. This is their best. Engineer, Tiny Things, Monkey Village, Mud Huts. Like, all of these are very, very bad. And that's why we have all of these upgrades. That humans can have. But these monkeys are obviously less developed. And we can even see that in the hub. You see, like, these villages, this like primal stuff, and in the back some totems. Well, in the far back behind like the Christmas tree star, you see cities. Our cities, they're far away from monkeys. So I would say that's how we can see camel balloons and also command monkeys. Just kind of off topic. I forgot why I needed that. But yes, that is all of my series for today. Please subscribe. This is my first not 5-minute needed skit that I made. And bye.